So when Michael and Gail said they were having a summer solstice party, they said they were going to have lots of food. And then they said, Ellard, by the way, do you want to cook a lot of the food? And I said, sure, of course. I'm always game. So I'm actually doing quite a bit of cooking for the summer solstice. I'm going to make a fish chowder, and we're going to use some of the fresh rockfish that we caught and some halibut. That's going to be good. I'm making up a salsa and some cornbread, and I'm also going to bring a taste of Hawaii here to Alaska and make up some Hawaiian short ribs. So I'm going to see how this stuff comes out. First thing I'm going to do with the fish chowder is to make up a fish stock. And I mean, it's going to be more like a seafood chowder, but here's the rockfish we caught the other day when we were salmon fishing. I'm going to take the fish bodies and just put them in this boiling water here. It's going to make for a really nice stock. So since there's no electricity here, so people take power less for granted. So for example, you use your wood-burning stove to heat water, so you don't have to heat as much on the gas stove, and you even melt the butter. It's bona fide, genuine fish stock right here. It's going to be the basis of our seafood chowder. I cooked those heads for about 5 hours. So it's cool. Port Protection has a community garden then, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, tell us about it.
Well, we have as many vegetables as we can grow here. It's not, cold climate, so we're kind of limited. But there's some kale.
Oh, kale! Wow.
Kale's pretty easy to grow.
That's cool.
Actually, these 2 boxes here, nobody planted anything in them. These are volunteers from last year. We recycle a lot in here in Port Protection.
Because garbage is a hard thing, right?
Yes, we don't like to burn fast food.
Right.
But over here we have some Egyptian walking onion.
Oh, cool.
And these guys are really cool. If they stay over winter, they'll just multiply.
What's this we got here?
This is skunk cabbage.
Okay.
And we call it skunk cabbage because it's kind of smelly.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, maybe my nose doesn't work very well because I haven't smelled it. But
yeah, I don't smell it either.
It gets these really awesome yellow blooms in the middle. The natives long ago would take these leaves and cook their salmon in it. They wrap a salmon in one of these leaves and bake it up, and yummy and tasty.
So the solstice party is on Saturday, and today's Friday, and people have started arriving from various places. Here's breakfast this morning.
Can you do the other 2? Come on! See, this isn't worth looking up. Debbie, I think you had a harder job than we had cooking. I was chopping, I think.
So this is bald eagle country here in Alaska. So I'm waiting to see if I can get a little video of a bald eagle coming down. I see a bald eagle. And there he is. Look, that's him. He's looking at it. There he is. So one of the guests brought this over. It's called black seaweed or ribbon kelp. And they just kind of dry it out, sort of something the natives would eat. And when you try it, it's very, very chewy. First time I ate it, I made the mistake of putting a big amount in my mouth, and it actually expands when you chew it. It doesn't contract. So watch this. Ugh. Ooh, a real acquired taste. Right now.
We're going to make some salmon egg rolls. This is all jarred king salmon from last year.
and we brought it up in jars. You know, you don't have to have, it doesn't have to be refrigerated. So the salmon's really nice to jar for these kind of trips where we're going camping and then coming to a nice kitchen where we can, you know, use the salmon that's been preserved. Man, the best food ever.
Frying up salmon egg rolls, is
Yep.
that what this is?
Yeah, salmon egg rolls.
It's pretty amazing.
On a crab pot cooker.
Nice.
Looking good. Honey, cashew, lime, soy sauce.
That's what you usually do?
That's what I usually do at home, but here it was just rice vinegar, lime, sugar, and soy sauce, and grated ginger for the sauce. Here.
Salmon egg rolls. Oh. That's the best. Met Michael and Gail in Hawaii, and I really wanted to do a show on salmon fishermen. And when they said come to a remote island where there was no electricity, I had no idea what I was coming into. I didn't know if we were gonna like be in like a little hut or what, but it's hardly a hut, but really a beautiful beach house.
Our house took about 5 years to build in bits and pieces. A lot of the lumber you see inside, hemlock, spruce, red and yellow cedar were harvested here on the island and milled in local mills and brought up and dumped at the end of the bay and into the water, and then we brought them over by skiff in big bundled up piles. And that was lots of fun to create this place. And it's powered both by solar power, big panel out front, and a generator runs 110 power. It's wood stove, nice wood heat with all the trees that we have around us. And we have a really nice water system here.
Well, the port protection folks had an ongoing tradition during the summer solstice to have a barbecue and bonfire and potluck party on the beach over here. And it seemed like a worthwhile event and gathering, and Gail and I decided to get married, so we set our date for the summer solstice, thinking it would be a good time when people were around. A lot of good food. As it turns out, Terry Metcalf knew somebody who played some blues music, and they were playing in Petersburg. So she talked him into coming out here and putting on a little gig for our solstice.
And that was how long ago?
2007 was the first concert on the beach.
And that's when you guys were married, so
Correct.
so your marriage,
That was our reception.
your anniversary kind of coincides with the solstice then.
It does.
Very nicely it does.
Figured out after being out in port protection for a few years that we could engage in commercial salmon fishing.
We move on to our boat, and that's our floating RV, as we call it. It's self-contained with all the better things in life, and we spend a good 2 to 3 months on the boat at sea,
So you
chasing the elusive salmon.
So you don't come back here for 2 to 3 months then?
If we're fishing in the area for some reason, we'll pop in and check on the household and the cat that we have left to watch the place. But other than that, we're out at sea with a good deal of our neighbors.
Cool. So the Port Protection Summer Solstice Party is really a summer solstice weekend. Tonight is the potluck. Tomorrow is the actual summer solstice. Gonna be some awesome music and food here. Let's go check it out.
You got no right to see you come stepping around doors where you got no right to be. Things are weak cause you been telling lies. Someday someone we're gonna get wise. Oh, how could you treat me so cold? Got a morning drop a body and I'll lean on my soul. And down that hill, Billy Highway. Down that hill.
Do you have any food? Because I don't think there's enough here.
I have no food in here, nothing but bricks.
So here's the potluck night.
I can go to the house.
Looks like some quinoa, some rice. This looks like halibut to me. Rhubarb, something or other. Salmon egg rolls.
And
This is for
Greens.
Put this on top of your tortilla, and then you've got some salsa there too.
I think this goes on the salad. Let me dress that up.
But I'm sorry, there's memories for you now. Right on the
We have in these pots. Nothing in that pot. And in that pot we got bear.
It's just boiling.
Smells good. You're cooking Shit out of it, right?
That's the plan.
Nice.
That's the first.
Mother and onions.
Step.
Mother and onions.
Are you gonna do the chili, or are you gonna do like a pulled thing?
Well, I'm gonna make we'll do it with a chili flavor, and then probably split it in half. And
Fry bread.
Freshly made, nice and warm, still hot.
Oh my god, hold on.
Remember,
Fry bread. So we're here at the.
You gotta get the side of the chair.
We're here at
So you
the.
can see my Stone Age chair.
We're here at the potluck before the summer solstice party on Saturday, and we're.
Look back so you can see my chair.
Look at this! Look at this chair. That's like a. It's like a rock chair. Woo! Look at that thing.
It's a stoner. I'm a stoner.
It's a stoner chair.
And as for the people who like to go down slow,